Seabass saw this, thought about you because this guy's a billionaire.
Nice.
And he's the founder of Telegram, whatever that is.
Oh, it's a messaging
is this the guy
app.
is this the guy that's in the mega trouble?
It's a messaging app.
Yeah, so he's offering free IVF treatments to women
Oh, my.
under 37
Okay.
at a clinic in Russia, but it's the condition that they have to use his sperm.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm out.
No, thank you.
So he claims to have fathered over 100 children via sperm donation, Greg.
Hell yeah.
And has been a long-time donor at this particular clinic. Now, despite his generous offer, he's also facing scrutiny from another former partner over child support, and he's currently under investigation related to potential criminal activity on Telegram. Is that what you're talking about, the trouble there?
He's in trouble in France.
Yeah, so what was going on there?
Well, they basically said, hey, you aren't, because Telegram is an encrypted app, and they basically said, hey, people are doing illegal things using
you're
your
enabling
encryption, and
okay.
because of the way they wrote their rules in parts of Europe, they found him liable. And he's like, the point of my, like WhatsApp, all the other messaging services that are end-to-end encrypted. The point is, that's the selling point. We're giving you this service. We can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, correct.
And that's the way you want it.
But are they also coming after WhatsApp or other
not yet.
other things like that?
This guy.
Just this guy?
That'll be for
Pavel
Interpol to
Durov.
figure out.
They're just hating because he's out here seeing
Stay
women.
stay hating, stay seeding.
But check it out. He's offering free IVF, but you got to use his juice.
Well, that's the thing. Russia is one of the many countries that's birth rate is down in the turlet, and they're begging people. I think Putin is begging people to have babies.
Yeah.
Go have baby.
You'll have baby with my seed.
We need baby.
Gina Grab, what's going on?
Well, I go to the nail salon, every couple weeks. Had to freshen up my
Oh, look at that.
my
Very
nails.
bright.
Thank you. And is it possible for a woman to get sack tapped? Because I'm pretty sure I did.
What?
In fact,
What
I
do you
know I
mean?
did.
Well, getting your nails done?
Yeah. So
How?
I go to these very boisterous Russian women who I think they're just super fun and whatever. But they talk with their hands and they're like really loud. And the one that was doing my nails was talking about how
A manicure.
Yeah.
How do you get sack tap with a manicure?
Okay, glad you asked. So we sit on each side of a narrow table, kind of
Okay.
like a bench thing, whatever,
Yeah.
with like a light over it. And she's telling me in fairly like broken English about how this woman came in before me and she was wearing super tight leggings and she had a fat,
Vagina?
yeah.
Nice.
And while she was saying it,
Like a big meaty one?
yeah. And while she was describing it,
I know dudes who are into that, by the way.
Yeah.
Like they want a
Really?
big fat monkey. Like remember Ralphie May? He used to talk about that all the time. Our friend comedian Ralphie May.
All right.
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Ralphie May. Yeah, it was like, I want a chick with a nice fat monkey.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay, well, he would have liked this woman because as she's telling me about this super swollen woman, she like smacks mine.
Under
Like,
the table?
Under
yes,
the table?
under the table. She's like, "Who's this fat video?" I was like,
Oh my God.
damn, girl.
Oh.
And she's laughing, and they're all like, "Oh, he's so fat. You could see from walking. He's a fat." And she like
fat
tapped
veg.
me.
As if you didn't know where that was.
It was crazy because they're so like loud and
Yeah.
boisterous, and I was like, it was shocking. And you know,
Shocking, but you put off or offended by it?
no,
I was gonna
it's just
say.
kind of like I was like, am I supposed to tap her back? Like, what's
Yeah,
the tradition
no,
here? What
your
do we
turn.
do?
You
No,
tap me on-
You're a fat
You tap me on my fat puss puss.
very
The term you're looking
strange.
for, Gina, is flap tap.
Oh, flap
that's
tap.
good.
That's good. I haven't heard that before.
100% got flap tapped. Thank you.
Flap
Wow.
tap.
This is,
Wow.
what I,
Weird.
this is what I love about
Yes.
people from the old country is
Yes.
they will body shame and gossip.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh.
call you fat.
Yeah.
And
They don't care at
exactly.
all.
That's the way it
Yeah.
should be.
And by the way, I wasn't that. I mean, I was surprised. I was taken aback for like a couple seconds, but then I remembered when I go to Russian women to wax. You know what they do? They put all the hot oil up in your business. The glue. They rip it off, and their way of like soothing the like pain is like, okay, and they start smacking
start
it.
smacking
they smack
you?
it. So I
That's
think it's
better.
just inherently part of the culture. Sammy, have you ever experienced this?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I just apparently find a lot of Russian women for
Yeah?
these things, and they
Have you done
I mean,
the waxing
there's
thing?
so
I've
much
done
smacking.
it, but they
'Cause I
don't
don't-
smack me.
They smack it.
Because I know, like,
Going to the wrong place.
all right, like when you like you go to the dentist and you get Novocaine, sometimes they'll shake your cheek
That helps.
Like as
Oh,
they're
really?
yeah.
To disperse it, or
Yeah, well, I think it's like also like because you don't feel anything at that
distracting.
point.
Right.
You feel
Yeah, you feel
nothing. So
nothing.
maybe it's kind of like I don't know. Like
do they shake your cheek? Go, "No, okay, I'm okay."
it's okay. Maybe.
So maybe it's a cultural thing, but I got flap tapped hard.
Old Russian women are so blunt. My grandma once, when my dad's best friend grew a beard, she walked up to him and said, "Grant, why you do this? You look 400 years old."
I love it. I love
Like no
that.
filter, they just tell it.
Oh yeah, Greg. What were you asking the other day? It was about,
Along the lines of
facial
grooming,
hair.
do you guys, the question for the guys, find yourself getting more stubbly and have to shave more frequently the older you get? I feel like I have to shave every hour at this point.
I feel it's seasonal.
Really?
I feel like the hair grows faster when the weather's cooler.
What?
I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's anything
Never
to that.
heard of anything like
it
that.
seems that way. Like the perception is that way. I feel like I have to shave and clean up like my beard, my neck, less frequently in the summer.
Really?
Maybe it's because you feel it more from the dry skin, perhaps.
Maybe I have no idea. I didn't know if like
That's bizarre.
like does cool weather. People would say like, oh, your nails grow faster if you spend time in the water, and that's not true. When you're in the water, like you know how you get like wrinkled fingers and stuff.
They're pulling the skin back.
It's
a
pulling
little.
back,
Yeah.
and so it looks like your nails are longer, even though they have not grown.
Because a couple of years ago,
it's an
Interesting.
illusion,
Right.
You know, based on that. But like, yeah, I can't say that I'm more stubbly. Although when you get older, don't you start growing hair in more places?
I guess so.
More fun
Your
places.
shaving areas that you never had to shave before, right?
True,
Greg?
yeah. But I remember a couple of years ago, my New Year's resolution was to shave more often because I would always go like a week without shaving.
Yeah.
And by the time I would shave, I looked like a homeless fool. Now I'll shave, let's say, during the day because I have to go out to dinner that night. And by the nighttime, I'm already feeling stubbly.
Night?
in
Well,
my-
Isn't that 5
What
o'clock
the
shadow?
hell?
Yeah.
Isn't that what that is?
Yeah, of
Right,
course.
but I used to not be that way.
But it's, you only know if
Now
you
I-
touch yourself. Like if you touch that area, but like someone looking at you wouldn't notice.
And then when it comes to manscaping, it used to be kind of a weekly thing. Now I feel like, God, it's been an hour and
Weekly.
Who fired the gardener?
Oh yeah, you gotta do. You gotta
in
look.
there.
You
Now,
gotta
do you-
groom all the time.
Do you keep yourself completely like bald, like you would shave your face?
No way.
Okay, I don't know. Like, how would you have to do it, or how would you even notice after a week if it was?
It just seems.
Yeah.
And what
like
do you do?
Yeah.
Do you use like hair clippers because you don't want to lose all the hair?
on
on
down
your-
there?
yeah.
Yeah. You trim.
It sounds like you can use a pair of scissors or like hedge
Yeah.
clippers.
I know.
Right.
It's like, I mean,
Jeez,
apparently,
Greg.
is it a myth that if your hair grows fast, it's a sign of healthiness? Or no?
I mean, it
have
can't
no
be a
idea.
bad thing.
Is that a
it's-
myth?
yeah.
It is not a myth, Greg. And in fact, hair essentially, according to the research, does grow mostly the same year round. However, it actually does grow slightly more quickly during the warmer months because of increased blood and nutrient circulation to the follicles.
So it's the
Okay.
opposite
That's
of what I'm.
that's
I'm
why I was
feeling.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I assumed you were going to say it grew faster in the summer.
So
Wow, no
that
kidding.
would be a sign of more nutrients, better health, etc.
Whoa, nutrients.
But again, only slightly.
Okay.
All right.
Well, definitely noticeable.
Well, Greg's going to show us his below the belt haircut.
I'd like to see that.
While we take a quick break, you can show us how tidy it looks.
Yeah, right. It's so clean.
We got some more Woody Show for you next. Hang on.